That means we've got 2 more blocks, but I've only placed one. Basically, now we've got a pretty decently sized platform. I've got to actually get some stuff done, because I can't just be expanding the platform this whole time, just expecting to get someone. So, what I want to start now is every block I get, I'm going to turn into slabs, and eventually bridge out, I'll make them into one more platform. The 2 more builder place a mob spawn, we need it to be at least 25 blocks away. So, I'll be back in a bit. Okay, what? I just got back from bed. What day is it? Day 6. I think I'm having a phantom. I lost the block I remember and also the 3 pieces of bamboo. Okay, that's annoying. Luckily there is a way to stop phantoms, but now I don't have a block so I can't do it. Basically, if we have a block above our head, some of the phantoms just cannot spawn. So, we need a block above our head. Oof, hold on. Don't put, oh my god, here we can make a block. All we do is do that, go for this one, place that back like that. Nice. Okay, we can place this one here for safekeeping and get back to XP. And grab this, pick up this plank, be careful of. Do this, and we've got 6 slabs. Oh my god, we can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh my god, Ireland's so much bigger now. Oh my god, it's 19 with such like run and show could just not fall off the island. Oh my god, I can actually use hunger now. But although this is great, we still need to do that 3 more times. So I'm gonna get to it. So over the next couple hours, I AFK'd, farmed bamboo, and exited the island. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that's a path towards what happened up. And with a little bit more AFK, there's a platform itself. I haven't got to see if anything will actually spawn. I'm not sure if it will. It would be great if it did, but I genuinely have no idea if it's not going to work. Actually, what I'm going to do quickly is just go off, but not be on through. Because I'm unloading a really nice charts in front of where the multiple spawn. Well, the trainer. It was about churn. Where does this take? So long. So I'm going to just go up and just see if something figure out how few times leave. Well, that's not a jump off of what's up. Please tell me where stuff is on. Please. I don't care if I kill this guy or he kills me or I'm not. I don't want to knock it off the market, but look. Oh my god, oh god, a witch! I didn't think of witches, witches are great. What? Okay, cool. Let's put this back. If you don't want to allow witches, witches are good. Or witches are good. Unfortunately, I think every I just want to know something place. Besides yeah. Yeah, like got an achievement. I should get these. Got game mobs. I don't care. I'm not going to. So all of this stuff seems like a good accomplishment. This is going to help us out so much. Without any kind of motion, so let's almost go up to 2 rounds. Each bone can turn into 3 bone meal, and every piece of bone meal can turn into another piece of bamboo. So the idea of this is investment, eventually giving us enough bamboo to create bigger investment. But before I do anything, I wanted to get enough bamboo to make a barrel, so that I could safely store all of the bones I get. Oh my god, hold on. There's 2 skeletons on my phone. Oh, 2. Oh my god, it's 1, wait, 1, 2, yeah! Oh my god, okay, 1, 2, 3. There we go, this is very crowded here now, but it works. So if we can get 3 more planks and 2 subs, we can get ourselves a barrel, and we can actually start storing stuff and stuff, and we can mix it down from the floor. Oh my god, we've got so much yellow plus tonight. So I didn't but now we've got this, right? This platform is good, like, we get like 5+ mobs every day, which is great, but the thing is, it's not a very good farm. And to build a good farm in these types of worlds is go down all the way to the bottom of the world and build a plan. And I think that's the only way we can get there. It's not making big chunks of progress in the challenge, otherwise, our challenge would just be so great without them to grow, to put away from performance. At this video can end up being like 4 out of spot. So I had an idea yesterday, I think, and I wasn't actually there, right? But if I just arrow and take down my left mouse bar, that's my reverse of this harvest fixture, right? If I leave this going like for the next thing, or like just hours in the background, else, I'd be getting loads and loads of other trying to get on. I'll be ordering big family down to the bottom. Let's start again. Okay, so I've been hacking quite a bit. So much exactly I've got a stack and 8 pieces of bandage. But while I've been here as well, every time it's on today, I've run over to the apartment to pick up everything. That's what I was getting. Pretty much stuff. 17 bones, 20 flash, even gun, I just 3 bones. So basically, what I'm going to do is, I've already got a stack, and is that 9 now? Yeah, 9. Yeah. I turn on listen to phone roll, let's see how much you can get. Because even if this, like, if you like, it does what we have, it's a bit amazing. Because the last two was the phone roll. Okay, okay, you came just over that like 30 days of revenue will be first and then actually that's really good. So 2 stacks of under 6 hours isn't great, especially since I'm just over 9 stacks, even just getting down to the bottom of the world. So instead of AFKing and coming back occasionally, I AFK'd and made sure to come back every 20 minutes. That's a fun rose, because I can collect as many roses as I can. And after AFKing 10 hours over a couple of days, I finally had enough. Okay, and so many days of just AFKing and like this is my second one just having it and running it and cutting bones and everything. This is the last one. We got 9 sets of thunder. Oh my god, that's amazing to look at. And that's crafted all in the number of pots. Stack of books was so weird, so good. Also, to prove how long it's taken, we are now on day 93. This graph is 93 days old. I haven't started on this is like around 30 hours of gameplay. It's a pretty good gameplay, but gameplay. And we've made this much progress. Okay, so if I do this, and I do this, we can do this, and then crouch, and then we can place photo. It's going to be a slow and somewhat tedious process, but I'm here for it. And also, although you may consider this cheating and like bad for the challenge, while I'm doing this and until I've got it all the way down, I'm gonna switch the world to peaceful. But it just takes a good part of the challenge for a little while. If I die here and lose 4 days of AFK, I'm not going back and doing it again. But yeah, let's just slowly make our way down. Okay. Place the slab upon this floor. Staircase is complete. Oh my god. I'm going to do this right of blocks like that. Made it. Was this not the steepest staircase? Right, well, so now that I had a staircase for the board, I could finally go to the farm. But there was one problem. In traditional mob farms, use water to push mob into an area where you can kill. And as you can see, I have no water. And to get water in a map like this, you need to make a cauldron and wait for it to fill up when it's raining. And to make a cauldron, you need iron that can sometimes triple zombies. And conveniently, the best way to get iron from a zombie is a mob farm. So for the time being, I designed a little temporary mob farm. That might not be the fastest mob farm ever, but it should allow me to get 5 or 6 mobs every 4 minutes. So after about 25 hours of semi-FPA, I have no idea why I'm taking this long. I finally had enough resources to build it. This is complete. Oh my god. God, what farm? Oh my god. Okay, this is so good. If I just die, I just wait up there for a bit. Keep an eye on the entity counter, and eventually mobsters does spawn. Ooh, 4 mobs. There's 4 mobs. Let's get on, let's get on, let's get on. And then we're not sure. Oh my god. We hack them up, button. Not found enough on the last go. Oh, the cat. This is so good. Now we can actually do something. Up until now, the challenge has just been literally AFK. So much to the point where it's taken me 167 days to get enough blocks to book this. So now we've got this mob farm. You actually will hopefully yeah, quite a bit. So now I have an actual mob farm. Like I said, I'm going to now work towards getting more. So the first step being to get a culture by hopefully getting iron by getting zombies. Awesome.
This video sponsored by War Thunder. Stay tuned to find out more. Something good. Yeah, baby. You know what the strongest animal on Earth is? Probably not a horse. But you can't buy rhino feed on Amazon.com. So today, to become stronger and more energized than ever before, I'm going to be taste testing / aptitude testing multiple horse foods. Actually, we're not wearing a lab coat today. I got an outfit just for this. I look absolutely ridiculous in this thing. Anyway, I'm going to eat all this horse food and see if it makes me better at Uma Musume. I will start with apple flavor. Apple flavored nuggets, which implies that they contain no apple whatsoever. They have merely flavored them to be like it. Let's see what this horse food looks like. Pellets. Okay. To give you some notes on this shit smells really strongly of apple, which I would expect, given that the name of the food is apple nuggets. What is actually in this? Pack of vitamins and minerals. We've already tried horse electrolytes. So this is an alliteration of that. Fruit 14%. 14% protein by weight? What the crude fiber, 18%? Motherfucker. I can't be having, dude, these are gonna make me shit. Acid detergent fiber, 25%. Neutral detergent fiber, 42%. Ingredients, wheat middlings. So, what, the shit they throw away after they thresh wheat? Soybean hulls? So wait, the shit they throw away after they haul soybeans? Cane molasses? Sodium bentonite, feeding oatmeal. Alright, well, I'm not going to be eating very many of them. I've learned that from the fucking Gorilla Biscuits. Eat, taste, but don't chow down. That's the lesson. Hang on, wait, I'm sorry. Feeding directions. This product is not recommended for horses that do not chew adequately. Okay. Well, hopefully, I can chew like a horse. Because otherwise, we're kind of... Alright, hang on. Let's take a bite. That's soft. Well, I am impressed because it smells so strongly like an apple, but it tastes like a silo smells. Yeah, it's basically just straight sawdust. It does kind of taste like an apple. Actually, okay. Hang on, let me give you the tasting notes. There's a notes of actually no, it's not notes of apple. It very much tastes like an apple, but when you first eat it, it does not taste like an apple. It tastes like a silo smells. And then after you consume it, then it tastes like an apple. Man, that tea is so good. And it's gonna taste even better washing down some delicious Purina apple and oat horse treats. Apple and oat flavor. Now, what did they put in here? Wheat middlings? Okay, so that's like the shit they throw away after they make wheat. And apparently it's the main thing that you put in horse food. Wheat middlings, oat groats, ground corn, cane molasses, soybean oil, calcium carbonate, dried apple pomace. Oh, it's actual apple in this one. Calcium propionate, citric acid, artificial flavor. Okay, some of that too. Vitamin A supplement, vitamin E supplement, vitamin D supplement. Preserved with mixed yada 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 yada. The rest of it's all small. You know, the ingredients list for this one is a lot more favorable than the other one. This one has like real, like it has like oats and shit in it. The other one was all waste product. This one is like, this one's a little bit higher quality, I think. All right, let's bust open some Purina horse chow. Holy shit, that smells. Maybe it's because I haven't eaten for like 12 hours, but this smells really good. I would fall for it. You would get me to say, yeah, I'll eat whatever's behind there. Hang on, dude. That smells delicious. There's no way it's gonna taste as good as it smells. It's gonna taste like sawdust, I think. Okay, well, there's only one way to find out, bros. Alright, if you're a horse person, get this shit. This is miles better than the other one. It tastes like a... If you upsweeten this, this would just be human food. This just tastes like a not very sweet cookie. This is a cookie that isn't sweet enough. Dog, it just tastes like apple. It tastes like an apple oatmeal cookie. That's fucking tasty. What the hell? Maybe I'm a little too horse-pilled here, but like this one kind of rocks. You know, I don't want to face the gastrointestinal distress that I may face by eating the whole thing. Or rather by eating many of these. Literally, if you... I wish I saved that when I did the Chat Makes Pizza, and you guys made me order Pizza Hut, which sucks shit, by the way. When we did the Chat Makes Pizza, you guys had me get that icing cup. I should have saved that, because you dipped this in that icing that was from the pizza, and it actually would taste delicious. I'm not even joking. I will be legitimately surprised if there's another horse food as good as that one. That literally just tastes like human food, but they didn't add enough sugar. Speaking of things, back to the video. All right. How about exceptional horse treats? Enjoy yums. No added sugar. All right, so this is going to taste like shit. Made in the USA. Vet approved. Stabilized rice bran, oat flour, oat bran, molasses, unsweetened applesauce, and rolled oats. Is it? I thought this was going to be, because these look like the most like horse food, but I'm going to be real with you, brother. This one sounds like it's the best one. Like, none of these are waste products. These are all actual ingredients that you would put in human food. Y'all, holy shit. If it's legitimately just this, and those ingredients are all that's in it, That's actually pretty great. All right, hang on. I This one legitimately could be the best tasting one yet. This has nothing in it that isn't what you would put in people food. Dog, I'll sit in a fucking bag of these. These, brother, this tastes delicious. This is this is not the results I expected from the horse food tasting gimmick. This tastes great. There's nothing wrong with this thing. It's at these. These taste like a slightly like a health-centered snack because they're not super sweet, but they're a little sweet. They're sweet enough to make them taste good, and then it tastes. This shit tastes like a less sweet, like crackling oat bran. Have you guys ever had this? Hang on. Have you guys ever had the cereal crackling oat bran? Have you ever had this cereal? Which, for what it's worth, kind of looks like horse food. Like, if you told me that this cereal was originally made for horses, and then they decided that if you put more sugar in it, it made it taste delicious, I would not be surprised, because it literally looks like horse food. Oh my gosh, dude. You gotta be kidding me. There's good horse treats. I think I could eat a bowl of Yums and milk. See, here's the problem though. I did gaslight myself into liking those Gorilla Biscuits enough to eat like 3 dozen of them, and it made me shit for 2 days straight. We're in the middle of a subathon. I don't want to be shitting my pants constantly. So we're not going to eat a lot, even though they taste delicious, and I kind of want to snack on them. This one's heavy. Holy shit. 4 pounds? Mana Pro peppermint flavored nuggets. This intrigues me because it is not a flavor that I found any other brand or any other company to be utilizing. I only saw peppermint flavor for this brand and this line. And also, when the box showed up, it smelled ultra strongly of peppermint. So, I'm sure they're probably like sprinkling peppermint oil on it or some shit. Here's where I'm not so hot on this. The one that we had that was, like, each one has gotten progressively better. The one that we had that was the worst one was made by the same company and had the same ingredients list. Ingredients. Wheat middling, soybean hulls, cane molasses, sodium bentonite, feeding oatmeal, linseed meal, alfalfa meal. It's all fucking, like, feed slop that they have ground into a powder and sprinkled peppermint on, I'm pretty sure. It's the Newports of horse treats. Yeah, maybe this will be good for my throat. Maybe this horse food will be good on my throat. Oh, another appetizing. Whoa, they smell so strongly. It smells like candy. All right. It looks like oh, baby. It's like a crayon. It's like a. Let's see how the peppermint nuggets taste. Oh, wow. Wow. That tastes very much like peppermint. I'll give it that. Oh, man. That's, yeah, you bite into it and it's like, it's sawdust. Ugh. The texture on these is by far the worst. That said, the price is by far the best. It's 4 pounds for like $10, I want to say, on these guys. These are like relatively cheap. The Purina ones, on the other hand, are quite expensive. So, you know, how much do you really love your horse, I guess is the question. What I'm doing is a grand public service because people who love their horses are just buying these for them, and they don't know if they're good or not. And the horse can't complain. Well, I mean, they kind of can. But, like, they can't tell you, like, this shit tastes like when I chew on the side of the barn. So I am doing the grand service of being the human horse to go through and try these for you. I'm remembering it so you don't have to, just like Doug Wacker. Another one from this fucking dog shit, dog ass company. But it is distinctly different. These clearly have a different composition. It's the NutriGood Senior Snacks, or Senior Snacks if they're Mexican. This is also from Mana Pro, which I'm not a fan of because they're the ones that made the other ones that taste like shit. It contains a natural source of glucosamine. I don't know what that is, but alright. These, as you can see, are not made of the sawdust logs like the other ones are. So I think where the problem with those was that it was like, these also cost a lot more. I think these were like double the price because they're actually like made better. It's £2 for like more money. Let's see. Ingredients: ground oats, wheat flour, ground flaxseed, cane molasses, sugar, dried egg product. Biotin yucca shitigera extract. 1 ascorbate, 2 phylophosphate, absorbic acid, salt, vitamin E supplement, natural and artificial flavor, and mixed tocopherols. Feed is preservable. Feed is perishable. Store in a cool, dry area away from insects and rodents. Yeah, all right. This one, like all the other bullshit aside, this is a better like mix of stuff. It's not made of like soybean hulls and shit. It's made of oats, flour, flaxseed, molasses, sugar, egg. Apparently they put egg in this. That one has me a little bit worried, but you know. And the biggest tell of all, they also shape these like hearts. And so far, the current best one that was given to us was also shaped like hearts. So I'm thinking these are destined to be, like, I feel like the odds are in their favor, basically. Yeah, egg is what every growing horse needs. These things are gonna give me, like, nuclear level farts. They're gonna classify me. They're gonna lock me in a government facility to contain this shit. We gotta try it. I gotta know. Let's see if Mana Pro redeems themselves here. Bros, I cannot believe this. This is the second best one, I'm pretty sure. This one is actually, this fucking clears the other one. It's not even close, dude. This is like a cookie. I would literally, I could eat like multiple of these. Okay, maybe I won't though, because I don't want shit. But it actually tastes good, is my point. I'm just worried about what it's going to do to my digestive system. If it's shaped like a heart, you're going to fart. I'm going to be completely honest. I've been putting this one off, and it's the second to last one. But, like, you gotta understand, this is the only one of these that looks truly revolting. This is the German beet treats. It's not made by any of the companies that make any of the other ones. It's made apparently from beet pulp. Beet pulp, #1 ingredient. It looks like turds. And given that it says a high fiber treat, I have a sinking realization of what it's going to do to me. These are currently the #1. Like, easy. These just clear everything. And I wouldn't be surprised if this very basic ingredients list was leaving some shit out. Like, maybe they put some preservatives in there, but because it's an animal food, they don't actually have to list everything that's in there. Maybe that's the case. Maybe there's actually more shit in here than meets the eye. That said, I just looked at the back of this one, and the ingredients list is a fucking mile long. Soybean oil. Bottom ingredient. I was hoping they wouldn't quite look like they do on the package. But I got some bad news for y'all. These look like they were scraped straight out of the field, brother. Why are they shiny? Why are they fucking shiny like this? Oh, they're kind of sticky too. It's a fucking shitball, dude. Amazing presentation. You know, I will say, you can see on this that it's got kind of a dye, and it's like, oh, maybe this was cooked like a muffin. Like in a little muffin tin. And I'll be real, that kind of fixes the image in my head that I had when I first recognized these as poop nuggets. You've eaten out of a literal toilet, you ask? Eating out of a toilet and eating something that looks like shit is different, okay? You know what? I'll give you this. I don't have a whole lot of legs to stand on with this argument. This is something to throw at your neighbor you don't like. This is something to leave on someone's porch when they piss you off. They're gonna think you shit. Let's stop stalling. Let's just try the fucking ball, man. Oh, fuck, it's stuck in my tooth. Ah, oh, oh, ew, ah, ew. You know what? Oh, where I spit it out, it literally looks like fucking shit. It looks like dookie. The spit out product of this looks like actual dookie diarrhea. It's disgusting. It's like okay. When you first, this is the sweetest one of all of them, which you might think would make it taste better. But once you get past the part where it's sweet, it tastes like grass. Like it tastes like straight up hay. Like very strongly of hay. It's like sweet molassesy hay. Dude, it's the same as when you're a kid and you're playing in the hay bales and you trip and you fall down one of the holes in between the bales and the hay dust goes straight into your mouth and you're like, but like the flavor is like right there. It's like that. All right, we are down to our last horse food. This is so sad. This is so sad. Alexa played Despacito. And you know what? I got some high hopes for this one. Because this is another Purina. Even though they look kind of like turds, because you can see little pieces of corn in them, the Purinas were good shit when we first got them out. These are, they don't say what flavor they are, but they're called Knicker Makers. I think I'm allowed to say that. It's pants. It's not. Dog, that makes no sense. Why would horses make pants? They don't even wear pants. They got like. Wait, do they have four? Wait. Does a horse have four legs? Does a horse. Wait, yeah, hang on. Does a horse have four legs? Or two legs and two like front appendages that are like arms? Or are they all called legs? Like if a human was on all fours, the back two, which are our legs, would be like they're not able to move the same as our arms because they're made for different things. Now, a horse is meant to be on all fours all the time. But, like, the back... You guys are making fun of me, but, like, I'm telling you, like, aren't the back two legs built different? Aren't they? Like, the front legs are weaker, and they're not... Like, the back legs are where, like, the powerhouse is, right? Like, the back legs are the ones that really do the running. The front legs are just, like, to keep them from falling over, right? Aren't they different? So are the back legs the legs, and the front legs are, like, the different legs, right? You guys are all calling me stupid, but you don't understand what I'm saying. The back legs are the real legs, right? The front legs are just like balance. The horse is rear-wheel drive, right? Am I crazy? Don't say gaslight, you. I'm getting a picture of a horse up right now because you guys need to understand what the fuck I'm talking about. Okay? Get this shit in your head. Get the oak brand out of here. Hang on. Horse. Look at this motherfucker. Look at this guy. Are you... Okay, look. The back of the horse. This leg is like shunk, shunk, and then this big muscle is the top part of the leg, right? What's the front leg got? Whoop, which is weaker than this one. Whoop, which is... Look at the muscle difference. Look at this muscle versus this muscle. This one's got juice that this one couldn't even dream of. And then the front, look at this shit, man. It's got this little bwarp, and this one's got this big old bwarp. This is a rear-wheel drive animal. The power is coming from the back of the house, right? Listen. Your legs look the same, right? Like, besides being mirrored, they are basically the same. That's why we call them legs. If one looked different, you wouldn't call it a leg. If you had fingers on one of them, we would call it something else, right? Because it's not a leg. But on a horse, the back two, they're identical, they're symmetric. Okay, legs. Front two, completely different. Completely different. They don't serve the same purpose. They don't have nearly as much power as back legs. We still call it a leg? Like, maybe it's called a leg, but it's not really a leg, right? They are called legs, but they basically aren't legs. The back ones are the actual legs. Like, if horses could balance, these shits wouldn't even be used. They'd stand up on their hind legs and walk around and be 12 foot tall. Yeah, people are checking it out. It's Let's try the thicker makers. Say that mindfulness. Very clearly, it's for horses. Horse food. They have these little nuggets that are turned to it's so chunky. Ew, that's one of the worst ones. Why is that so bad? Purina, you made such a good treat. Why did you make this shit? Well, it tastes kind of similar to the other one, but the texture is horrible. And it's like saltless texture. Except, it's like even worse. Because there's big, hard pieces of corn that the humans let me set you guys up with the definitive rating. The definitive rating. These guys, drugs, peppermint, grass flavor was unpurgeable from my mouth. Next up are the apple nuggets. Similar thing. This shit is like sawdust in your mouth. Next up is the knicker makers. These are hard and sawdusty, and they don't taste that great. Next up are the fucking meat treats. They look like turd. They're actually, the texture is fine. They have some hard, crunchy bits to these, but it's not as bad. Taste is the worst, I think, of all of them. But the texture on these is so appalling. Honestly, actually, bump this guy down. The taste is way worse than these. I would rather have this than this. This tastes like a deal. Next is the apple and oat. These guys, honestly, if you were like, hey, you gotta eat a bowl of spoons, or if someone was like, I'll give you a couple bucks if you eat a horse treat, if it's this one, I'll take it instantly. They're not bad. They're not great. They're very flavored. They're very, like, unsweet. But they have a pleasant texture. This guy, we are now in the territory where they actually taste good. It's like, these actually taste like I would sit and munch on them. And the only one, like, the only thing is that they're like they're a little too meaty. And it tastes like something you're probably not supposed to eat. Like there's a hint of like, this isn't for you in this. However, completely and irresponsibly devoid of said hint is the Enjoy Yum's exceptional horse treats. I am gonna fucking snack on these if I leave them in the basement. These are so fucking good. These taste like actual human food. These are like little cookies. They're not quite as sweet as a cookie. They're a little weedier and less sweet, but like it tastes like a cookie that's made to be a little bit healthier. I've had fucking like protein brownies that tasted worse than this fucking horse food. That shit is number one. It's top brass. This is the best horse snack of all time. Anyway, this is my definitive ranking, and as I am the expert now, that is the most official one you're ever going to get. Shout out to War Thunder for sponsoring today's video. Make sure to check out War Thunder now for free on PC, PlayStation, Xbox, or on mobile. And use my links in the pinned comment or video description to register. Those of you who are new or haven't played for 6 months will also receive a massive bonus pack across PC and console, including multiple premium vehicles, in-game currency, and more. Thank you so much to War Thunder for sponsoring today's video.
What you need when you're cooking pasta is a proper homemade bolognese sauce. And I hope you notice that it's nice and thick. It's made with onions, garlic, finely minced beef, and
strips of paper towels.
And that is the secret of a good bolognese sauce.
So, today, we're doing an experiment. We're doing a food experiment. It's inspired by a Reddit post that I saw posted on Twitter. So now we went from Reddit to Twitter and now Twitch. So we're on 3 layers of abstraction from the original. So basically, there was like a Reddit thread on like the cooking subreddit that was like, what's a cool tip or trick that you would recommend to others? And someone was like, oh, whenever I'm making a thick sauce, like a marinara or a bolognese sauce, I always add strips of paper towels to it that basically dissolve over the course of a couple hours. And it really helps thicken the sauce up. You can't even tell they're in there. Anyway, I was deeply intrigued by whether or not this is completely and totally false. And this guy just made it up as a troll thing. Or if you can actually thicken sauce by adding strips of paper towels to it. Another thing I wanted to try. Look at this video of this guy at a hot pot. Have you guys seen this one? I'm curious. So after the bolognese sauce, I want to see if this is possible. I want to see if this is possible. I find it kind of easy to believe, honestly. I feel like I could eat a napkin like this and not know that it's and not know that it's there. Because if you've ever had hot pot, you know you can put fucking anything in there and it just tastes like the broth, right? Load this shit with olive oil. It's got to be like at least a quarter of a cup in there. We got a massive ass thing of tomatoes to throw in here. Dude, can you buy a big can of tomatoes like this at the Italian mart? It's like $15. And if you buy it at the Costco, it's $5. It's got a non-touch the sides. The oil cools down because it's like surrounded by full tomato. With his hands, how do you mash the tomatoes up when you use hands on the tomatoes? Do you wash your hands? Yes. Use marinara sauce, bro. It's not where you ask where the food comes from. He says from the store. What do you think I'm making? I'm making the marinara sauce. Holy shit, that's burning tomato all over the place, man. Alright, the reason why you use your hands, by the way, is because if you blend it, then it's too puree. But if you mash with your hands, you have some like bigger chunks in there, and it's legitimately like you want it to be a little chunky. A little sprinkle of red pepper flakes, some oregano. Make marinara sauce. We gotta use the marinara sauce, and we gotta thicken it with the paper towel. There we go. Here, do you want this? Is this a better angle so you can see like what I'm doing a little better? Alright, let's scoop some of this out. Oh, Streamer's just doing his meal prep on stream. Yeah, what about it? You want me to waste all of this by following the Redditor's advice? What if it ends up dog shit and it tastes bad with the first helping of paper? Then we wasted all this sauce. I'm going to take 2 jars out of it first, and then we'll use the rest. Paper has bleach in it. Why would you do that? Listen, I'm not trying to, out myself as being mentally challenged, but I've eaten many paper towels in my day, and I haven't gotten any sort of sickness from it, so, off, okay? It's not going to kill me. All right, this is one paper towel. You can see these are the shorter sheets. I'm going to do half a sheet first, because I'm not really sure how well it's going to dissolve. But I'll tear it into little pieces. Someone's mom is out there doing this, just in full sincerity. Some Redditor is doing this. Were you a glue muncher as a kid? No, but I did eat crayons, which probably puts me in the category. I wasn't really much of a beard eater. Here, I think we can get this whole half a sheet in here. I think this half a sheet will give us a pretty good metric. What's the best tasting color? And they all taste the same. I know that's not the interesting answer, but it's the honest answer. I don't have a favorite. I like them all equally. I like the crunch. The worst part is my kindergarten teacher told the administration, and they marked it in my file, which means the minute I turned 18, the Marine recruiters were right at my doorstep. But lucky for myself, I was starting college, so they got off my ass pretty quick. What brand are the paper towels? Or then the tear a square. I just showed you the width is short. It's the tear a square ones. So this is half a square. It's not even a full square. We're effectively thickening this with cellulose instead of with cornstarch for some reason. Now the thing that I'm going to be using as my metric is how many do we have to add before I can tell there's paper towels in it? I can see that the little squares I'm putting in there are dissolving into the sauce. I'm still not done with half of a square though. We're gonna do half a square, let it simmer down for a while, and then taste it. Then do the next. Then do the other half, and then from then on out we'll do full squares. Here we go. Dude, look, it looks like normal sauce. You would eat this if you were a kid and your friend's mom served you a big bowl of spaghetti with this on top. You would eat it, no questions asked. Don't even act like you would. It doesn't seem like it's that much thicker. Do you think it's probably good enough to like test? I need a spoon. Man, I might need to run up and get another thing. I keep running off, man. Oi. Alright, hang on. Wait for this to cool down a bit. I can't even see pieces of paper towel in it. Like, I think they properly dissolved in. Tasty. Needs to be bacon more. Tastes fine to me, though. I wouldn't have suspected any different. Let me add more paper towels. I kind of want to try with different types of paper, but that's more for the hot pot segment, because it'll be easier to test different papers there. Whereas here, I would need to split the batch and, like, use different sub-batches. Also, for anyone asking what brand the paper towel is, this is Kirkland's Signature Paper Towel. This is Costco paper towel. There's not very many products you're going to find me buying a name brand of. Toilet paper? Okay, sure. But paper towels, I mean, the Kirkland's ones are pretty good. Is this a piece of paper? No, that's a garlic. I think the paper towel's dissolved now, which means it's time to taste again. Also, you need to be writing this down. Remember, Monsieur said in science, write it down or some shit like that.
Remember, kids, the only difference between screwing around and science is writing it down.
Also, someone said the sauce is a little stringy. That's not due to the paper towels. That's due to the fact I used real tomatoes and not obliterated, pureed tomatoes. I like being able to taste the tomato pieces in the sauce. Wait. Let's see how this tastes. I would say we're not really noticeable yet. But hang on a second, there's definitely a bit of chewiness to that bite. And if I ate this on pasta, I would not notice. But knowing that there's paper towels in there, I'm like, there's something a little chewy there. Yeah, no, that still blends pretty well. One sheet. We're still blending real good.
That's science.
Now, we're going to go from those half a sheet and one sheet. Now we're going to go to 2 sheets. There's a pretty sizable increase. Oh, it's got that signature Kirkland taste. Hey, this should still taste better than the Costco cafeteria pizza. I had an argument with someone about this the other day. Someone was claiming the Costco pizza is good. I'm going to be real. It's kind of dog shit. It's one of the worst pizzas that money can buy. It takes so long to tear the paper towel into small, digestible chunks. It's thickening up just because it's been in the pot longer. I don't think that's due to the paper. We're seeing how much paper we have to have before, like, there's a noticeable change in the sauce. It has been thickening up. I don't know, man. Maybe part of it thickening is due to the fibers of the paper towel. That's gorgeous. I think that adjust the color of your monitor. This shit is red. It's very red. It's not orange. What are you talking about? I'm looking at it on my monitor. That shit is red. Oh, wait, you're right. It is. Wait, you're right. It doesn't look the same as the jars. Do you think the paper towels are making it more white? It's all the bleach. Dog, how much bleach do you think's in one paper towel, man? It's not safe. It can lead to serious health risks. I think you're capping, dog. I think you're capping. What are the downsides of consuming paper towels? Paper towels are not designed for consumption. They're made from cellulose fibers, and they contain chemicals like bleach, dyes, or adhesives. I don't want to hear from any of you. Imagine agreeing with Grok. Imagine agreeing with the Elon AI. How embarrassing that'd be, huh? Oh, it's bad to drink bleach. Oh, it's bad to consume formaldehyde. This is why I'm the one doing the science and you're the one watching. This is what separates the sheep from the goats. And the sheep are probably going to die sooner, but you know. Are you the sheep or the goat? I'm the goat, because I always have been and always will be. And goats eat paper. It looks alarmingly normal. I think it's time to taste. And then add another sheet. We've got to hit the limit here soon, right? Because so far, it hasn't been tasteable. One sheet, basically undetectable. Let's see if 2 sheets is detectable. What I'm trying to discern is, if you were served it not knowing there's paper towels in it, would you not suspect it? Okay, so... So, I think you could still get away with passing off 2 sheets, but, like, you would definitely be wondering why it's so chewy. You'd be like, what is this? Like, why are so many tomato skins in here? There's no little squares or anything, but when you chew it, you can, like you're chewing the tomatoes, and then you get, like, it's like it takes longer to chew than usual. I think it is breaking down, but it's just turning into cellulose. It's not mealy. It hasn't the texture until you chew it. Alright, 2 sheets, start suspecting. I think this is reasonably the most you can put in there before you're like, hang on a second. Tell you what, for this last one, I'll just put the paper towel in a hole and see if it gets soft enough to loosen up. Or it might just stay one giant skin. One of the two. Okay, the paper towel's making it brighter. Whoa! What's it doing? You see that? A porehole opened and it started blasting steam. What the fuck is it doing? Dude, I need this shit to be stirred. It's like erupting. That